The screen glowed like a knife in the dark, slicing through the silence of my cramped apartment. My thumb hovered over the refresh button, but I didn't need to. There it was, her post, stark and public. Sometimes you outgrow people. The timestamp. 3 hours ago, right after I'd texted her about the layoff. My heart slammed against my ribs, a furious drumbeat echoing the blood rushing in my ears. And then, like a fool, I'd commented, "Truth," as if agreeing would somehow blunt the betrayal. But now, alone with the hum of the fridge and the distant wail of city sirens, rage boiled up from my gut, hot and acidic, threatening to choke me. How dare she? After 3 years of promises, of rings and whispered futures, she reduces me to a meme-worthy discard. I slammed my phone down, the crack of plastic on wood reverberating like a gunshot, and paced the room, fists clenched until my nails drew blood. My name is Alex, and until that morning I thought I had it all figured out. A steady job in marketing, a fiancée named Lena who lit up rooms with her laugh, and a shared dream of a house in the suburbs. But the economy had other plans. The email from HR hit like a sucker punch. Due to restructuring. Blah blah blah. I was out, severance minimal, prospects dim in a flooded market. I'd called Lena immediately, voice cracking as I spilled it all. She was sympathetic, or so it seemed. "Oh babe, we'll figure it out. Come over later." But by evening her social media told a different story. That post, vague enough to deny but pointed like an arrow straight at my chest. Friends liked it, commented with hearts and, "Yes, queen." My humiliation burned, a slow fire spreading from my face to my core. I sank onto the couch, the worn fabric scratching my skin through my shirt. The apartment smelled of stale coffee and defeat. My defeat. Denial crept in first, a whisper. "Maybe it's not about you. Maybe she's venting about a friend." But the timing. No, it was deliberate. I scrolled through our texts, her responses curt after the news. "Busy at work, talk soon." Busy posting my downfall. Heartbreak twisted in, sharp and unrelenting, memories flashing like unwanted slides. Her head on my shoulder during movie nights, the way she'd trace my jawline with her finger, murmuring, "You're my rock." Rock. More like a pebble she'd kicked aside. Resentment festered as the night deepened. The city lights flickered through the blinds, casting jagged shadows on the walls, mirroring the chaos in my mind. I imagined confronting her, storming into her pristine condo, demanding answers. "What the hell, Lena? Outgrow me. Because I lost a job." But fantasies shifted darker. Her face crumpling in regret, or better, in fear. No, I pushed it down. That's not me. I'm the guy who fixes things, not breaks them. Yet obsession took root, replaying her words until they echoed in my skull. I grabbed a beer from the fridge, the cold glass a fleeting anchor, but it did nothing to quench the fire. Morning brought no relief. The sun pierced the curtains like accusatory fingers, and my phone buzzed with notifications. None from her. I checked her profile again. The post was still up, comments piling on. One from her best friend Mia. Preach. Time for new chapters. My stomach lurched. Was Mia in on it? Had they laughed about me over wine? Humiliation surged anew, hot tears pricking my eyes. I wiped them away, furious at my weakness. Get a grip, Alex. But the anger morphed into something colder. Resolve. I wouldn't beg. I'd watch, wait, and uncover the truth behind her facade. I dressed mechanically, the shirt collar chafing my neck like a noose. Coffee scalded my tongue, a minor pain compared to the ache in my chest. I needed air, perspective. Stepping into the bustling street, horns blared and pedestrians jostled, their indifference a slap. I wandered to the park where we'd picnicked last summer, the grass now trampled and brown under autumn leaves. Sitting on our bench, I pulled out my phone and typed a message. "Saw your post. We need to talk." Send. Minutes ticked by, each one a needle in my skin. Finally her reply. "Yeah, about that. Can we meet tonight? My place, 8. Suspicion coiled in my gut. Why now? Was she planning the breakup script? I arrived early. The elevator ride up to her floor, a slow ascent into uncertainty. Her door opened before I knocked, and there she was. Lena in yoga pants and a loose tee, hair tousled like she'd just woken from a nap. But her eyes were guarded, lips pressed thin. "Hey," she said, voice soft, stepping aside. The condo smelled of lavender candles and something sharper. Perfume? Not hers. I scanned the room. Couch pillows fluffed, a half-empty wine glass on the table. "You have company?" I asked, keeping my tone neutral, though my pulse thundered. She hesitated, a flicker in her eyes. "No, just me. Want a drink?" We sat across from each other, the coffee table a chasm. "So the post," I started, voice steady despite the storm inside. Lena sighed, tucking a strand behind her ear. "It wasn't about you, Alex. Not directly. I've been feeling stuck. And with your job loss, it just hit me. We're both in transition." "Bullshit." "Transition? You mean you're outgrowing me because I'm unemployed?" Her face hardened. "Don't twist it. I've supported you through everything. But lately you've been distant, focused on work. Now that it's gone, who are you?" The words landed like blows. Distant. I'd worked overtime to save for our wedding. Heartbreak clawed deeper, resentment bubbling. "And your solution is a cryptic post for the world to see." She looked away, fingers twisting her ring. "Our engagement ring. Maybe it's a sign. We rushed into this." There it was, the betrayal laid bare. Not just the post, but the doubt she'd harbored, unspoken. I stood, anger flashing hot. "You could have talked to me. Instead, you humiliate me online." "I'm sorry," she whispered, but her eyes didn't meet mine. As I left, slamming the door, a seed planted. This wasn't over. She'd pay for the pain, the public shaming. But how? Revenge whispered possibilities. Expose her secrets, ruin her perfect image. Doubt nagged. Am I becoming the monster? No justice. She started it. Days blurred into a haze of job applications and simmering fury. I stalked her socials covertly, noting patterns. Late-night posts, tags with colleagues. One name popped up. Derek, her boss. Photos from team events, his arm around her waist. Jealousy ignited, fueling obsession. Was that the perfume? The wine glass? Inner conflict raged. Part of me wanted to forgive, rebuild. But the humiliation lingered, a scar. I fantasized scenarios. Hacking her accounts, posting her private messages. No, too risky. Something subtler, more devastating. Guilt crept in during quiet moments. Was I overreacting? Jobs come and go. Relationships endure. But her words echoed, outgrow. Like I was dead weight. Resolve hardened. I started small. Anonymous comments on her posts. Subtle digs that could be from anyone. Hypocrite much. Under a selfie. She deleted them quickly, but I saw the unease in her next update. Haters gonna hate. Tension built slowly. At a mutual friend's party, I spotted her across the room, laughing with Derek. Their heads close, his hand on her arm. My beer glass nearly shattered in my grip. I approached, smile forced. "Hey, Lena." "Derek." She startled, cheeks flushing. "Alex. Didn't expect you." "Surprise," I said, voice laced with ice. Derek excused himself awkwardly. "Alone," she hissed. "What are you doing here?" "Existing. You haven't outgrown that yet." Her eyes darted. "We need space. Please." Space. I'd give her an abyss. As I left, plan forming. Dig into Derek. LinkedIn revealed promotions, a wife. Married. Layers peeled. Lena's ambition, her willingness to climb over anyone, even me. Obsession consumed nights. I lay awake, ceiling fan whirring like accusatory whispers. Moral conflict tore at me. Revenge or move on. But betrayals sting one. I contacted an old friend, a PI hobbyist. "Just background," I said. He uncovered emails, flirty exchanges predating my layoff. She'd been cheating for months. Fury peaked, cold now calculated. Guilt faded, she deserved it. I plotted. Expose them anonymously, shatter her career, her life. But fear lingered. What if it backfired? Doubt whispered retreat. Whoa. The hook had sunk deep. Now the reel. The envelope arrived unmarked. Slipped under my door like a venomous snake. Inside, printed emails, timestamps damning. Lena and Derek, words of passion mixed with office secrets. Can't wait to leave him, she'd written. Him. Me. The paper crinkled in my trembling hands, the apartment's dim light casting long shadows that danced mockingly. Who sent this? Paranoia spiked, but beneath it vindication. Proof. My heart raced, not with shock, but a dark thrill. This was ammunition. Revenge no longer fantasy. It was inevitable. I paced the floorboards, creaking under my weight, the city's nocturnal hum seeping through cracked windows. Resentment had evolved into obsession, a constant companion. I quit stalking online, focusing on survival, odd jobs, therapy sessions I lied through. But this, it reignited the fire. Inner thoughts warred. Use it, destroy her. Or burn it, heal. Moral grayness blurred lines. Was I justified? She'd betrayed first, humiliated publicly. Cold resolve settled, poetic justice. I met my PI friend, Tom, at a dingy bar, neon signs buzzing like angry bees. Smoke hung thick, stinging my eyes. You didn't send this? I asked, sliding the envelope. He scanned it, whistling low. Nah, but damn. Someone's got it out for her. Or you. Me. Suspicion twisted. Was this a setup? But no, the emails were real. I'd verified IPs. Layers deepened. Perhaps Derek's wife. Or a rival. Didn't matter. It was my weapon now. Confrontation loomed. I texted Lena. Coffee? Neutral ground. Her reply swift. Sure. The cafe on Elm, noon. The place smelled of fresh grounds and pastries. Sunlight streaming through windows, mocking the storm inside. She arrived late, polished in a blazer, hair sleek. Career thriving while mine crumbled. We ordered small talk brittle. Why now? She asked, stirring sugar endlessly. I leaned in, voice low. Because I know about Derek. Her spoon clattered. Face paled, eyes wide. What? How? Doesn't matter. You outgrew me for him. Married him. She glanced around, whispering fiercely. It wasn't like that. We connected at work. You were always absent, Alex. I felt alone. Suppressed rage boiled. Alone. I was building our future. Tears welled. I'm sorry. It ended weeks ago. I regret the post. Stupid impulse. Manipulation. Her vulnerability tugged at guilt, but resentment overrode. Too late. You shattered us. She reached for my hand, I pulled back. Please don't tell anyone. My job. The fear. Satisfying yet hollow. I left without promising, tension coiling tighter. Planning consumed me. Anonymous tip to her company. To Derek's wife. Options swirled, each with risks. Fear gnawed, exposure could ruin me too. Doubt resurfaced in sleepless nights, rain pattering like accusations. Was revenge worth my soul? Subtle hints emerged, her posts turned cryptic. Karma's a bitch. Directed at me. Paranoia heightened. I followed her one evening, shadows lengthening as she met Derek in a park. Argument heated. It's over, she shouted, voice carrying. He grabbed her arm, she yanked away. Opportunity. I snapped photos from afar, evidence mounting. Obsession peaked. Home, I drafted the email. To HR, attachments loaded. Fingers hovered over send. Moral conflict raged. This makes you know better. But heartbreak echoed, she deserves it. I hit send. The whoosha release, cold sweat beating. No turning back. Fallout came swift. Next day her call, hysterical. You bastard. I lost everything, job, reputation. Derek's wife filed for divorce. Guilt crashed, heavy and suffocating. You started it, I croaked. You think this fixes anything? You're pathetic. Blick. Silence deafening. Resentment faded, replaced by emptiness. Had I won? Twist struck days later. Another envelope. Photos of me following her, timestamps. Note. Outgrown yet. Her handwriting. She'd known played me. The PI. Her plant. Revenge reversed. She'd lured me into exposing myself, now threatening charges for stalking. Shock jolted, fury reborn but impotent. Poetic justice. My obsession her trap. I burned the evidence, but the damage lingered. Heartbreak evolved into resignation. In the mirror, a broken man stared back. Revenge's price. Isolation, regret. The city lights blurred through tears, endless, unforgiving. Yet in the quiet a spark. Rebuild, not destroy. Moral grayness taught. Betrayal begets cycles. I deleted her number, stepped into the night, resolve shifting to heal, not harm. The end. Or a new beginning.